What's going on, everybody? Matt from Oz Lego Collections. Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we're going to be having a look at some of the underground scenes that I have done under the Lego City. Okay, so before we check out each scene individually, I just thought I'd give you a quick look at how the whole underground area looks like as a whole. So around this corner area here, we have Spider-Man, Batman, Ghostbusters, and coming around along to the front of the city, we have the Ninja Turtles. So I'm really happy with how this whole area has turned out. It really does make it look like there's a lot happening underneath the city and just brings it to life without having all these just flat panels right across, which kind of make it look a bit boring in my opinion. So let's start off with the Ninja Turtle lair. Now, initially the city level finished around here when I first designed the lair, but obviously since then we've now raised the city, which meant that I had to increase the height of the entrance to the lair. So I came up with this design here, which I think came out pretty good. Now it also enabled me to add an extra entrance to the lair, as well as having the city level manhole hatch. Now I did get a bit of inspiration from the 1990 original movie where they've got an entrance from the subway area to go into the lair. So I thought that would look really good there, and that meant the Ninja Turtles can now access the lair from this part of the city, which is the train station, and also they can get in from the city level just by opening the hatch and then coming down this extended stairwell all the way to the lair. Now, as far as the lair goes, I haven't really updated it too much since I've first built it, but I did want to include a lot of the things from both the original movie and the 1987 cartoon. Things such like the phone booth, which was from the original movie when Mikey's ordering a pizza. I really wanted to include that, as well as a running waterfall. I guess, you know, sewers tend to have running waterfalls, so I just wanted to add that in. And also I've done all the Ninja Turtle rooms color coordinated via LEDs, and that I got a little bit of inspiration from the cartoon movie, or the cartoon show I should say. So I think they came out really nice, and I'm thinking of actually adding a little bit more detail in all the rooms. They're pretty plain at the moment. I've started adding a few things in Mikey's room, such as flippers and snorkel and a skateboard on the side there, but I think I can add a little bit more to the rooms, so I'm thinking of doing that. And I've also considering removing this computer and possibly adding a little LED screen in there with scenes from the movie playing. So I might consider taking this whole wall out here and inbuilt a screen. I think that'll look pretty cool. So I'm just toying with that idea at the moment, and then obviously all around the top area of the sewer I need to continue bricking. But yeah, just minor details that I think I really need to add just to finish off the sewer lair. But overall, it's pretty straightforward, and I wanted to keep it simple. I didn't want to overdo the lair too much with the vision that I had. So I personally think it came out really nice, and I've just got, you know, a few little action scenes happening with the Ninja Turtles and the foot soldiers trying to break in, etc. And then we've got the little Mousers from the TV show breaking into the lair from the right side. Now, moving over to the left side of the underground scenes, obviously you've seen the Ghostbusters scene, which is one of my most recent upgrades under the city. And I covered this in my last video a little bit in depth. So we're not going to get too much into the Ghostbusters one, but again, it blends in really nicely from the right side of the city. And if you want to check that video out a little bit more in depth, you can go check out my latest video of the Ghostbusters scene. Now, one of my other very recent and new underground scenes is Penguin's Lair. Now, I have done a Batcave, and the Batcave is not fully connected to the city yet, but I wanted to do something with the little room that I had left in this corner rather than actually patch it up with just a wall, which is what I initially was going to do. So I thought it would look really cool having this section here sort of breaking open from this center corner part here like it was going into a cave. And I got a little bit of inspiration from the 1992 Batman Returns movie. So that's where I really got most of my idea from and how I wanted the Penguin Lair to look. So some of the things that I really wanted to include in there was obviously his motorized truck that he drives around. Obviously his penguins, which came out really, really nice. And adding a water stream coming through with a tunnel at the back there, which I'll just focus in on a little bit. And then I wanted to add his little platform that he is standing on in the movie. And he's also got a little bucket of fish and his umbrella and that kind of stuff next to him. Being a penguin, he loves to eat the fish. So little small things like that from the movie is what I really wanted to include. And then towards the end of the movie, you get Batman breaking into his lair to take him down. So I added Batman in there because I just thought it would make sense and just complete that scene. So I really am happy with how the scene came out, and looking at it from two different angles, I think it really does finish this whole corner of the underground level. So moving over to the far left on the last scene for the underground area is the Spider-Man and Dr. Connors scene from The Amazing Spider-Man, which has Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man. Now, I thought this scene worked really well because obviously Dr. Connors creates his little lair underneath New York City, and I got pretty much all the detailing and inspiration from the movie and actually try to make it as accurate as possible with adding all the detail that he had set up in the movie. And I've posted a photo of what that looks like so you can see for comparison on how I got my idea. And then in the movie, they've got a camera, or Spider-Man's got his camera mounted on a web against the sewer wall to try and capture the photo of Dr. Connors. So I had to add that. You know, I tried to get all the little detail as much as possible. I even created a tunnel hole from the top part, which Spider-Man hangs down from at the very beginning when he does enter the sewer lair. So again, I think this came out really, really nice, and it does look good connected to this part of the city, and it does flow with the Penguin Lair. And that was one of the things I really wanted to make sure that all my scenes really flowed nicely together. And I wanted to include some of my favorite characters and movies, you know, such as Spider-Man. I love Batman, one of my favorite superheroes. Ghostbusters growing up, the original Ghostbusters, and also my childhood favorite, the Ninja Turtles. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the underground scenes in the Lego City today. Let me know in the comments which one out of the 4 was your favorite, and if you have any ideas on what scene I should put under the city next, also let me know in the comments. I love hearing your ideas. And feel free to check out my 2 videos that YouTube have recommended. And on your way out, remember to hit the subscribe button down below, turn your notification bell on. And if you did like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It does help with the channel. And make sure you keep an eye out for this weekend's video, because we will be doing our next Lego City update, which is a night market along this front part of the city. So I can't wait to show you what ideas I have up my sleeve. But until then, I hope you have a great day, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next video. See ya.